I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high, life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving.
In all these years, you know, we know what a great showman and you are and a singer, but to have never done a musical on film before.
I've been waiting for a long time to do a movie musical. I don't have a long list of goals and dreams, but that was definitely one. And when Les Mis came up, I was like, okay, well, this is also one of the greatest musicals ever written and one of the greatest parts, so I chased it pretty hard. But it was, we were all pinching ourselves every day. It was definitely emotionally the most challenging thing I've been through. And it's the first time that I've actually been on a film set without my family, which was probably good because by the end of each day, I was done, I was spent. But it's the greatest therapy I've ever had, let me tell you.
Who am I? Can I condemn this man to slavery? Pretend I do not feel his agony. This innocent who bears my face, who goes to judgment in my place. Who am I? Can I conceal myself forevermore? Pretend I'm not the man I was before. And must my name until I die be no more than an alibi? Must I lie?
There's such depth and gentleness combined with a strength that's very rare. He, I hesitate to say it because it's such an overused word, but he's beautiful. And so selfless. I mean, if there's a way for him, if you're in a scene with him and there's a way for you to shine at the expense of his own performance, he will choose you every single time. And so it was one of the things that I'm so proud of with him in this performance, getting to see is how much time he had to spend alone in these songs, you know, just kind of doing the prologue soliloquy, you know, singing Bring Him Home, when it actually, there's no one for him to put in front of him. It had to be him, and we could all see his brilliance.
So far, and is the hour so late that nothing remains but the crime.
But Hugh Jackman is the reason this movie exists at this time. I mean, this extraordinary combination. Not only is he a bona fide sort of film star in the old-fashioned sense, but he's a wonderful singer, a wonderful actor. He has the strength for Valjean. He has this sort of inner grace and spirit appropriate to the man, and he's a great leader as a lead, you know, of the team when you work with him.
He's very paternal in some ways, but also he's just like a bro. Like, you're just like, you can joke about anything. We had like alternate realities for an alternate universe for our characters, and it was really fun because we were dealing with such a subject matter that was just, it's very intense, and they have such an intimate, beautiful bond. And there's so much going on between them, so we had fun. He's really hysterical, and he's the nicest person I've ever met in my life. Everybody says that about him.
A heart full of song, so I'm doing everything all wrong. Oh God, for shame, I do not even know your name. Dear mademoiselle, won't you say, will you dare?
Heart full of love, no fear, no regret.
My name is Marius, pour merci.
And mine's Cosette.
Cosette, I don't know what to say.
Then make no sound.
I am lost.
I am found.
The amazing thing about this film is that it was led from the front, and Hugh Jackman, as everyone reads about, but I can absolutely affirm, is one of the most noble, kind, generous men, and if you're being pulled through the mud and you're getting the chills and freezing, you know, you can't complain when Hugh is the one having to carry you on his shoulder whilst doing it.
What was the process like for you to have the opportunity to sing live the way that you guys did this?
I'm so grateful Tom Hooper did that. I'm so grateful Simon Hayes was the sound designer, because 5 years ago, actually, it wasn't technically possible. The quality of the mics weren't good enough, and so everything about it as an actor was a joy. It meant freedom, it meant spontaneity. And yes, it was difficult, and yes, we were singing for 12 hours a day and all of that, but forget all that. Being able to, as an actor, just really commit to the scene meant that Tom could just hold those long shots.
Oh, I think we all were on a pretty big emotional journey. I mean, just showing up the first day and opening your mouth and letting your voice come out took, for all of us, an unusual amount of courage, something that none of us had been asked to do before on screen. And I just think we all fell back on feeling really lucky that we got to do it. And we were all really supportive of each other. I've worked with some beautiful, collaborative, supportive casts before, but this was something else. I think because we were all in the same boat of having to explore something for the first time on camera that we had never done before. Yeah. I think we were all really, really vulnerable around each other and really careful with each other.
Yes, it's true. There's a child, and the child is my daughter. And her father abandoned us, leaving us flat. Now she lives with an innkeeper man and his wife, and I pay for the child. What's the matter with that?
At the end of the day, she'll be nothing but trouble. And there's trouble for all, and there's trouble for one. While we're earning our daily bread, she's the one with her hands in the butter. You must send the sons away, or we're all gonna end in the gutter, and it's us who have to pay at the end of the day.
Being on stage, you're used to the swell of the orchestra and all the beautiful details that were written into this wonderful music. But yeah, on the film, you just had this little earpiece, and there was a piano that was on set, but it was in a Perspex box so that we couldn't hear it. So you just hear this like ding, 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 and then later, when you watch the film, the orchestrations get added onto it. So for me, that came when I was actually watching the film. But yeah, you have to use your imagination to imagine how this orchestra is going to fill out, the song. You've got to really imagine that.
On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me, and when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me.
This is raw and gritty.
This is raw, and it's just like when you're hearing it for the first time, you're like, why did they use that take? Or it's like, why can't I get there? Why couldn't I hold that out? Why, all these things when you watch it for the first time. I've only seen it once. And it's just like, you know what? It doesn't matter. For the audience, hopefully it doesn't matter. Hopefully they're just like, they're in it and they forget that you're singing.
So there's also an amazing thing that happens emotionally between singing, between your sort of head and your heart, I suppose, that music connects. And so in some ways it was wonderfully freeing to be able to do film, but with a new form.
I wouldn't be a good Canadian girl if I didn't mention Colm Wilkinson.
Please.
Oh my God, Hugh.
Who I saw in Toronto, by the way.
Okay, well, so did I.
Yeah.
And speechless. I mean, to have him there, the original Jean Valjean, and then to do scenes with him, added pressure. I mean, seriously, what was that like?
Incredible. Colm, I'm in awe of Colm Wilkinson. The guy is incredible. He's Jean Valjean, can never be forgotten. And to have him as the bishop, which by the way, Bonnie, was our first day of shooting, it just felt right. It felt amazing to have him there, and he gave me the best advice. I asked him something about a song, technically, I think it was Who Am I was talking about, and he just stopped me and said, Hugh, in the end, I did what I felt was right. And if you just do what is right for you, that's all you need to know. It was great. That's the last thing he said to me.